Forestry. Forests as natural resources need to be increased and improved in its management in order to give the greatest possible benefits for the welfare of the people. Forest area in Nunukan is 1,426,368 hectare, which consists of national parks, protected forests, forest and non-forest cultivation. Some of the forest area is mostly non-forest cultivation, which has 470,914 hectares area, or 33.01% of the total forest area. Nunukan district also has industrial forest or plantation managed by PT Adindo Hutani Lestari, with the area of field which has been planted reached to 70,596 hectares and has been divided in Nunukan and Bulungan district. Roundwood production in 2009 increased if it is compared to the previous year from 138,404.39 to be 174,195.24 cubic meters. Tourism sector. The beauty of unique nature is served in Nunukan district, North Kalimantan. Wide and vast rice fields, stunning views of waterfalls with large rocks, long beaches stretching along the seacoast, and the vagaries of nature, such as salt, which is inside a mountain, makes Nunukan district rich in everything, which has not been explored yet. One example of the tourism's potency is Sabatik Island is the Batu Lamampu Beach. Batu Lamampu Beach, which is only about 5 kilometers from the center of the crowd, has white sand. The waves are heavy, the piles of rock and mature trees located on the seaside. Batu Lamampu Beach was well known by the residents since decades. The beach was always crowded on the weekends, whether the visitors are local or even international. There are many places of tourism in Sabatik region, for example, Aji Kuning's Frontier Stake, which is a border or frontier between Indonesia and Malaysia. Moreover, these residents in this border is relatively similar with the other residents in the region, but in these residents, visitors can see Frontier Stake between Indonesia and Malaysia, the inscription stone, and the post of Army Guard, TNI AD. There have been many people who visit these tourism spots, whether they are local or international. Additionally, there is a frontier monument, Garuda Perkasa, which was inaugurated by the Vice-Regent Haji Asmagani, pioneered by Ambalat 14 Marine Task Force. It aims to persuade people to interpret the monument as a historic monument or building, especially for the residents in the border between Indonesia and Malaysia in Sabatik Island, because this region is the front guard of the Republic of Indonesia. Krayan sub-district has its own uniqueness because this district found salt in the mountain, and that is the natural phenomenon. The salt, which is usually made through seawater as basic ingredients, it is uniquely made from water wells located in the mountain. This location is very far from the sea. It reaches 100 kilometers, and that is 2,400 meters from sea level, precisely in Long Midang village, Krayan sub-district. The existence of Krayan salt is also very famous in Malaysia and Brunei. Some of the Krayan salt production is mostly purchased by the residents of Brunei and Malaysia who come directly to the center producer, and it is just 2 kilometers from Malaysia. Similarly, not only being the part of industries, the existence of Krayan salt also becomes a part of the tourism sector. There are also adventurous natural attractions in the Krayan area. For instance, a waterfall, off-road circuit and motorbike trail, nature hiking in the ethnic border between Krayan Forest and Malaysia, Krayan river rafting, It means that kekayaan is very suitable for those who are adventurous and have high adrenaline. All of these natural attractions have a potency to develop and give profit to investors, as well as a source of revenue in the region. The opportunities in this sector are likely processing tourist attractions and souvenir manufacturing industry and natural tourist attractions. Regarding sightseeing, tourism, foreign tourist arrival to visit Nunukan district in 2012 with and without visa reached 14,290 tourists. From the total of foreign tourists is around 96.6% or 13,813 visitors, including tourists who come from Malaysia, whereas foreign tourists from European countries with or without a visa in 2012 reached 181 tourists. This fact makes tourism's potency in the Nunukan area become highly developed, so it needs comfortable accommodation so that the tourists can feel comfortable when visiting and touring. One of supporting infrastructures in the tourism sector which is very useful for both domestic and foreign tourists is hotels or other accommodations. Hotel sector and tourism go hand in hand and support each other. The availability of a comfortable and feasible place to stay will create conducive conditions to newcomers, whether they intend to stay for a while or settle in. Nunukan has a transit and border area support the development of the hotel, lodging and tourism business. Investment opportunities in the tourism sector is very widely open because Nunukan is the front page of the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia, which directly faced with the state of Malaysia, supported by excellent immigration services in order to serve both local and international tourists well. Arts and culture. As a note, arts and culture in Nunukan are quite interesting due to the many kinds of tribes and arts in the region, so they can also be the main tourist attraction in the regional tourism area. The government of Nunukan district continues to promote culture of the archipelago in the border area in North Kalimantan. One way to survive the culture is to explore typical Nunukan batik. These batiks, called Lulan Tatibu, which is an acronym for Budaya, Mur, Tahol, Tidung and Bolongan. They have motives and philosophy. Through the Department of Culture, Tourism, Youth and Sports, effort in continuing the existence of batik, nowadays the batiks are used as uniform in the government circle. In addition, there is Kekayaan Traditional Art School, Cultural Field School, in the home camp, Formadat, in Terang Baru region. The school is financed by WWF Indonesia, PDLKT, Malinau, Nunukan Regency, and Kemendikbud, Jakarta. The wooden school building becomes a place for the resident to preserve and strengthen the cultural traditions, language, custom and family ties with Lundaya community, Longbawan. That's why this school becomes a part of the destination which must be visited.